Really, actually starting from yesterday, within the last few minutes, Metro did update us on a double homicide that ended in a police shooting overnight. That suspect is now dead. He died at the hospital. Looking live here from Chopper 13, giving us an aerial view of the neighborhood where this all happened near Flamingo and Tenaya. You can see police at that home there. That is where the suspect, where they had that confrontation with the suspect. Nearby, they found 2 bodies yesterday. So let's get out to Parker Collins, who is live on the scene with more on how this all ended. Gosh, what a long few hours, Parker.
Dana, it's a pretty complicated story, so when we got an update from police, it really helped clear things up, and they describe a pretty intense struggle between the suspect and one of their police canines. But you can see behind me what's going on. It looks quiet, but they've got the streets blocked off, and they've had it blocked off for much of the night. SWAT was looking for the killer in this neighborhood, I should say. They went into a home after trying for a while to talk to someone who was inside. Upstairs, they sent a police canine into the bedroom. When officers went inside, a man with a gun was wrestling the dog, they say. So they say they shot that suspect and he has died. He was sent to the hospital and he died at the hospital. They do think he's the suspect in yesterday's double homicide. The home where the suspect was shot and where the bodies were found are right next door to each other, and police say it was children who found the first body that was outside a home in this neighborhood. Reporting live, Parker Collins, 13 Action News.
All right, Parker, certainly a disturbing situation there unfolding. All right, well, good morning, Las Vegas. Time now is 6:01.
We're going to start with Justin Bruce in your 13 First Alert weather forecast. Justin, the big air show this weekend out at Nellis, a lot riding on it.
And we are looking at a round of wind developing. I think maybe by the tail end of the weekend, we'll have a lot more on our next round of wind in just a couple of minutes. Right now, though, fairly cool outside, 56 the official temperature in Las Vegas. We'll climb into the upper 60s before lunchtime, and we're looking at a typical November afternoon, which means high temperatures should reach the low 70s. We are waking up to a little bit of cloud cover this morning. Later today, though, we're back in sunshine. Summerlin, you're only going to have highs in the mid 60s, low 70s elsewhere. Calm winds today for the first time in 4 days, winds under 15 miles per hour. Yasmin, I will track specifically when the strong winds gust back up in the forecast. We'll do that coming up in a moment.
All right, thank you, Justin. Right now, Metro's reporting a new traffic issue right near Lake Mead and Lamb. As of right now, seeing a lot of green in the area, but just wanted to warn you about it. And if you were thinking about avoiding it just to be on the safe side, just don't take Cary because I'm seeing a slowdown over there. As far as crashes are concerned, we still have that crash right near Maryland Parkway in St. Rose. Only one vehicle involved in this one, but you are going to see the flashing lights out there. And then Alta, just west of Rancho, again, one vehicle involved, but it is a smaller street, so it is slowing things down. If you want to take Charleston instead, very light traffic right near Charleston and Rancho this morning. That's what's happening on your surface streets. If you're hopping on the highway, 65 miles an hour, heading to the Spaghetti Bowl right now.
Thanks so much, Yasmin. I want to update you on that breaking news, that fire in North Las Vegas. Crews did respond to this, and it looks like the fire's now out. An apartment complex right near Civic Center and Cheyenne. We do have a crew on the scene here, and you can see those live pictures there showing one of the windows blown out. Looks like on the second story of the building here. So, again, they are investigating, but it seems the fire is out there at Civic Center and Cheyenne.
Dana, thanks for the update. Now to the tragedy in Texas. This morning, the Air Force admits it failed to enter the Texas church shooter's name into a federal database, and that could have prevented him from buying a gun. Yeah, so that should have happened after he was convicted of fracturing his stepson's skull and assaulting his wife in 2012. Police say the shooter had 4 guns, 2 of which were found there at the church where he killed 26 people. Investigators believe the church shooting was a result of a domestic situation because his mother-in-law attends services there at times. He had apparently been sending her threatening text messages. Well, 14 of the 20 people hurt are still in the hospital, and at last check, 10 remain in critical condition. This morning, we're also hearing from a hero who may have stopped the gunman. Officials say Stephen Williford stepped in to stop the shooter.
I just wish I could have gotten there faster. I'm no hero. I am not.
Williford shot the gunman and then, with another neighbor, chased him for miles. Tomorrow, Vice President Mike Pence and his wife Karen will head to Sutherland Springs to meet with survivors, victims' families, and first responders. And both of those men who chased down the gunman prayed with community members at a vigil late last night.
Father, it could have been a Bolero that it happened to, but it happened in your house. So we know that you have.
Well, certainly a lot of tears there as people prayed and also reflected on what happened. Now, those heroes were there to give more comfort to neighbors. Well, back here at home, turns out the man charged with robbing the casino cage at the M Resort is believed to be a pastor. Well, on its website, Gregory Bolason is listed as the pastor of Grace Bible Church there on Southern Highlands Parkway. According to investigators, he robbed the casino 3 times since August. Last month, police say that he used a fake gun to rob the casino's cage, making off with more than $30,000 until being caught by security. So far, the church has not made an official statement.
If you have any problems in your neighborhood, tonight's a good night to do something about it. Metro officers will host another First Tuesday meeting starting at 7 p.m. at the various area commands around the valley. Some of the topics will include holiday safety, credit card fraud and skimmers, as well as financial crimes. For a list of area commands and meeting topics, visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
All right, well, time now is 6:06. Still ahead, a man finds an old photo album with pictures of a Las Vegas showgirl, but then an ultimate surprise, a heartwarming story of what happened when he found out who it belonged to. And also later, it's a struggle that a lot of people can relate to, the McDonald's ice cream machines being out of service. Yep, you know who you are. But now you can see which ones are working with a tap of a screen. Justin, here's how you can use
15-mile-per-hour winds. That's it today and tomorrow. The calmest conditions we've had in 4 or 5 days. Later this week, Thursday, Friday, 20-mile-per-hour breezes are back. I'm tracking stronger wind in your 7-day planner, and I'll time that out next.
And Chopper 13 fast and first over the 95 near Lake Mead. We were getting reports of a crash on the freeway. It does look like it's all pulled over to the shoulder. Police have just arrived, so this one shouldn't cause any backups out here on the freeway.
New this morning, a Valley man finds a photo album on the side of the road filled with pictures of a former Las Vegas showgirl.
Yeah, and after doing some research, it turns out that the woman had died, and then that's when Marissa Kinnison stepped in, and they got the ultimate surprise.
That's what she was, and she was the quintessential showgirl.
It's an album filled with feathers and beads, glitter and sequins. A lifetime of pictures that Nat Franco says he found lying in the middle of the street.
Thought it was just garbage, and it wasn't.
The album did have a name inside, Renee Lee.
She did Broadway in New York, and here in Las Vegas she was in shows.
So we stepped in to help, but just as we were leaving to try to find the family
This is my aunt.
Found us.
We're really grateful that this was found.
Turns out Matthew Guzzi was helping his dad clean out parts of his house when his Aunt Renee's album got mixed up with the trash.
She was the ultimate entertainer from Broadway to Las Vegas.
Now Renee's pictures are back with her family, thanks to a little bit of lady luck and a neighbor realizing the importance of family history. Marissa Kinnison, 13 Action News.
Yeah, good to know that those memories are not going to be lost,
yes,
right?
It's an incredible story. It's 6:11 Las Vegas on a Tuesday morning. A popular coffee shop has a buy one, get one free on holiday drinks. It's a deal so you don't waste your money.
And also today, you can help the victims of the 1 October shooting. A look at who's performing at a benefit concert.
And Las Vegas is paving the way for transportation technology. What makes this shuttle so different?
Speaking of transportation, we have a new crash to warn you about. If you take Summerlin Parkway into the center of town, this could affect your morning commute.
Time is almost 6:15. We're looking live outside. Couple of clouds, actually a fair amount of cloud cover overhead. That'll be the case the next couple of hours. This is our Mandalay Bay cam looking across McCarran Airport. Winds this morning have finally relaxed, and it looks like we'll have calm conditions today and tomorrow. Even as we look ahead to the weekend, Veterans Day on Saturday, nice calm day. It looks like the breezes pick up just a little bit Sunday to 20 miles per hour, but here's an early 6-day out heads up that Monday, some 35-mile-per-hour gusts are expected. May end up being a little stronger than that early next week. So just wanted to give you a first alert. What are we looking at here? Well, we are looking at the cloud cover. This is a 2-hour loop showing the fact that, yeah, from about the strip southward, we've still got a mostly cloudy sky. Interesting what that does to your temperatures. To the north, where the sky has been clear most of the night, it's a lot colder, 48. That's it in Centennial Hills. Down south, where the clouds have been more present, a little thicker, it's 57 in Green Valley. As you wake up this time tomorrow morning, should be about 5 degrees colder across all of Las Vegas. Just a heads up, it'll be even chillier tomorrow. May turn the car heater on this morning though. This afternoon, 70 degrees in Centennial Hills, about average for early November. 71 Sunrise Manor. Look for 71 around Mountain's Edge, and Green Valley also expecting temperatures to get right around 70, 71 degrees. Even though you've got some cloud cover overhead right now, I think a lot more sunshine as we head past 9, 10 o'clock this morning through the afternoon. Looking ahead though, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday probably going to be mostly cloudy. Dry conditions through Veterans Day weekend, but we are looking at a mostly cloudy sky over the weekend. Again, the wind's not too bad. Later this week, some 20-mile-per-hour breezes Thursday into Friday, but it looks like early next week, Monday, Yasmin, would be those stronger winds. Temperatures very average the next week, low to mid-70s for highs.
All right, thank you, Justin. Right now, I have a new crash to warn you about, that one on Summerlin Parkway that I was just warning you about a few minutes ago. Here's what you need to know. If you're heading eastbound on Summerlin Parkway and then hopping off at Durango, you are going to see some flashing lights. I did just see an ambulance driving through the area. Difficult to see far away, but the good news is it doesn't seem to be slowing things down on Summerlin Parkway just yet. 10 minutes coming from the west side of town, heading into the Spaghetti Bowl, and we do have Live Drive heading out there and Chopper 13 giving us a beautiful view of the valley right now.
Yasmin, thank you. Today, Omnia Nightclub at Caesars is holding a benefit concert for the victims of the 1 October shooting.
It's a fun night, too. It'll feature top DJs including Tiesto, Steve Aoki, Cascade, and Zed. It's happening today at Omnia inside Caesars. Doors open at 9:30 p.m. You've got to be at least 21. Tickets start at $30, but listen to this. 100% of the proceeds will go to the Las Vegas Victims Fund, so thank you to those DJs for donating their time. We have a full list of benefits and other ways to help the victims on our website, ktnv.com/Las Vegas shooting.
Okay, we're also making a list here of the ways that you could help the victims of the church shooting and their families. Officials right now, they are setting up 2 bank accounts where people can deposit donations. Survivors, of course, face a lot of medical bills and families have funeral expenses to pay for. So there are several GoFundMe accounts, including for the fill-in pastor who was killed and for Joanne Ward and her 2 daughters who also died. The First Baptist Church Sutherland Springs website is taking donations. You can find that at ss-fb.org. We're going to have all this information on our website as well at ktnv.com. All right, well, looking ahead, the first driverless shuttles in the nation will hit the road tomorrow, and it's going to happen right in downtown Las Vegas.
It would be the least relaxing ride for Todd. He's really freaked out about this. A special ceremony will kick off the free service. This is video from earlier this year when the shuttle was tested, and it passed all the tests, Todd. It runs on electricities. It has a series of cameras to sense people walking in the street. But for folks like Todd, there is a human attendant who can take control if there's an emergency. So there's some peace of mind there. The shuttle's route includes a loop in the Fremont Street East Entertainment District. As for me, I'm on board.
I'm sure
I can't wait.
It's safe. We're just having some fun.
Oh, absolutely. Of course it is. Well, if you love the holiday drinks at Starbucks, you're in luck. Starting Thursday, you can get 2 for the price of 1. Wrong video here. Let's see if we can show everybody the deliciousness from Starbucks. It's offering a buy one, get one free deal from 2 to 5 p.m. There we go. November 9th through the 13th. Thank you to the booth. It covers several popular holiday beverages, including the peppermint mocha, gingerbread latte, eggnog latte, chestnut praline latte, whole lot of other holiday drinks. The deal is part of the coffee maker's new Give Good campaign, which encourages customers to do small acts of kindness this holiday season. So you could buy one and give your free one to someone else. Very nice. For more Don't Waste Your Money deals, head to our website, ktnv.com. A timeless classic is making its way back to theaters.
If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
I'm just going to start talking like this, you see.
I love it. I love
in honor of its 75th anniversary, Casablanca will return to about 700 theaters November 12th and the 15th. So there's going to be showings of the classic drama starring Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman right here in Las Vegas. So that's good. You can catch it at the Orleans 18 on Tropicana and also on Century 16 on North Rancho. So how about that for a date?
I kind of liked it. I say you anchor the newscast that way.
I like what you're thinking. Sorry. All right, well, today, the last United Airlines 747 is going to take its final flight.
Yes, United is just one of only 2 U.S. carriers still using that aircraft. The double-decker plane has been flying for over a century. It has a very distinctive hump on the top front part of the plane. seats in the upper deck were not sold for the final flight, giving everyone the chance to spend time in the iconic space. The celebratory flight will go from San Fran to Honolulu with the crew in retro uniforms and a 70s themed menu.
Yeah, I was watching a story about the design of that. That hump was actually created because they wanted to be able to lift the nose up to use it as a cargo plane.
Oh,
how about that, huh?
All right, great fact.
All right, time now is 6:20. Still ahead, an unusual crime is raising security questions this morning. Take a look here at your screen. This video captures moments that a man crawled right through a luggage belt and ran onto the tarmac at an airport. But what he said just moments after is even more shocking.
A Valley community is on edge after a series of car break-ins, and some of them are caught on camera. Who may be behind the crime?
And Chopper 13 fast and first, always keeping our eye out for breaking news so we can let you know about it as you head out the door.
Just in this morning, Syria just signed the Paris Climate Accord, meaning the U.S. is now the only nation not included in that deal. President Trump announced in June that he would be withdrawing from the Paris Climate Change Agreement, calling the agreement unfair. The Trump administration filed the formal notice with the United Nations in August. The earliest the U.S. can leave the deal is November 4th of 2020.
Dana, thank you. There really is an app for everything. The Ice Check app lets you know when McDonald's ice cream machines are out of service, which I feel like is all the time, so I'm loving this. If you must have that Oreo McFlurry, the app will find the closest Mickey D's with a working soft serve machine. My 11-year-old daughter will have this app on her phone. I'm positive of it, Justin.
Sometimes all you need in life, Beth Fisher, is you get $1 to your name, you drive through the drive-thru, get the hot fudge sundae. It's perfect. When the ice cream machine isn't working, it's not perfect. Temperatures this morning, chilly. You may want to grab a jacket if you're outside for more than a moment. It's only 56 degrees right now. Kids at the bus stop will at least need a sweatshirt. Some clouds overhead right now, but we're back in sunshine by 9 o'clock. That's when the warm-up starts. We'll check temperatures this afternoon, and I'll track when winds are back in the forecast next.
Justin, thank you. A security scare caught on camera at a Miami airport is raising serious concerns about airport security nationwide.
And ABC's David Curley reports on why no ill intent is suspected in this case.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it was a brazen move. A man jumping onto the baggage belt, crawling into the back secured area and onto the tarmac, where American Airlines workers in Miami quickly tackle him and hold him until police arrive. Miami police call this man's actions sensitive, and according to the airport, this case remains under investigation. This kind of breach is rare, actually slipping from the unsecured to the secured side of the airport. An official tells us this Guatemalan man was involuntarily committed for mental health reasons a few days before this Saturday incident. And when he was caught, he rambled about wanting to depart on an aircraft. No weapons were found, and no ill intent is suspected in this case. And we'll have more on this stunning security breach coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm David Curley, ABC News, Washington.
Right now, we are working on more stories for our next half hour, including a glitch causing typos and frustrations for some smartphone users. What's being done to fix it?
And also a new health alert overnight about the importance of sleep. The one thing researchers say you should not do if you're sleeping partly.
And hours after two bodies were found in this neighborhood, officers shoot and kill a man. I'll explain how all of this is related.
And Chopper 13 fast and first over the KTNV studios this morning. Hey, we're always keeping our eye out for breaking news. We'll have everything you need to know as you head out the door.
Now on Good Morning Las Vegas.
Right now at 6:30, we're learning more about the victims of the Texas church tragedy, and one couple who survived is sharing what happened.
And the Golden Knights game comes down to a shootout. This is a real nail-biter here. But first, let's take a live look right now at Chapter 13. That is there. There we go. Gorgeous shot of our beautiful sunrise this Tuesday.
Looks good, Justin Bruce, but does it feel good?
It feels pretty good, although it feels typically chilly. For a November morning, we'd expect to wake up to the 50s, and that's the case this morning. The winds, here's great news, the winds have calmed down. It was windy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We finally catch a break from the wind today. High temperatures this afternoon. Here's some good news. About average for early November. We'll take it. That means 72 here in Las Vegas. More like the mid to upper 60s in Summerlin. About 70 in Anthem, 72 in Henderson. Right now, though, if you're outside for more than a couple of moments, you will want to grab a jacket or a sweatshirt. It's 51 in Sunrise Manor, 48 in Centennial Hills, 45 in Red Rock Canyon. Most of the valley waking up to the middle 50s. Jacket weather to be sure. Clouds are overhead right now. These are mid and high level clouds, not going to give us any rain, but those clouds will break up after 9 o'clock this morning. More sunshine means temperatures in the low 70s. Yasmin, I am tracking some wind later this week. I'll time it out for you next.
All right, thank you, Justin. I wanted to start off with a quick check of the Spaghetti Bowl traffic picking up in the southbound direction, but drive times looking about average, 9 minutes heading south right now. And speaking of the highways, we do have live drive heading to that crash on Summerlin Parkway, eastbound Summerlin Parkway, right at the Durango off-ramp. So let me show you the area on the map. Not seeing a lot of red right now, but we are working to get you more details to be on the safe side. And then on the south side of the valley, we are still seeing that slowdown on St. Rose Parkway right near Maryland because of a one-vehicle crash. I know there's not a lot of great options for you out here, but if you take Cactus over and then you can connect over past that slowdown, you should avoid all of it. Dana, over to you.
All right, thanks so much, Yasmin. Well, Metro did update us on that double homicide from yesterday. Ended in a police shooting overnight. They actually shot a suspect, and that suspect died at the hospital. They just briefed us on that within the last hour. And you're looking at live pictures here from Chopper 13, fast and first over that neighborhood right near Flamingo and Tenaya. And that is where we find Parker Collins live on the scene.
Dana, police told us about a pretty intense struggle between the suspect and one of their police canines.